What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Team Solemn Circus live video. On the left side here, we have Cyber Dragon, a deck that has been a long-time favorite of so many people here. And on the right side, we have ourselves operating Unchained. Unchained best deck. You guys already know it. I've been repping this deck for a long time now. I'm super glad that Dune dropped. I'm hoping that we get a little bit more support. Maybe another dog to replace Shyama. But hopefully we'll get into like another purple one, maybe. Something like that would be pretty nice. As well as, maybe like an extra deck, another extra deck monster could be good. But I'm pretty happy with the support. I hope Cyber Dragon gets some support as well. We did see them get a little bit of love in the rarity, or I guess the Megatins with the rarity bumping of the of Cyber Dragon now being a 25th century there. And we did get Duality as well, which is a really cool card for the deck as well with Shadow Lights. But we're going to be seeing the Unchained player going to be starting off, which is very good. But we also know that that Cyber Dragon loves going second, being able to special summon out the Cyber Dragon just itself and blowing up the board is pretty crazy here. But we're going to be seeing the Unchained player do the DDD play, summoning out and then setting a trap, popping the trap. It's going to let them summon out a Shavara from the deck, most likely here. Now we're going to be chaining an Abomination here to get itself on the field as well. So wanting that extra body, which is interesting there, because we can just link away for a copy of the Shawarma. I guess we can just link away for a copy of Yama, then search for the Arua, and then essentially get it anyways. We want to be leaving that DDD on the field for some reason here. I don't really know why. There's not a real need to do that, to be honest. It's going to chain Nib here, which is hard punished for us. Essentially just playing into it there. Yeah, definitely not worth summoning the Abomination there. We could have kept that in hand. We could have been able to set up a trap and then a search here. Really not the greatest gameplay there. But we have not normal summoned yet, so we can set up and search for the Sarama as well here, which we're already doing. We're going to be seeing the effect going to be activating here. Setting the escape and popping the chamber there. Chamber will let us summon out here, potentially going for a copy of, and we forgot to summon out the token there as well. Summoning out here a copy of most likely Disaster Dog. Actually, we could summon out Shyama here, and then pop. Yeah, you definitely summon out Shyama. You don't summon out. It's almost like they heard us. You summon out Shyama, then Shyama will be able to pop the Sarama. That Sarama's effect will activate here. And we can chain the Yama here as well to summon out a level 6 if we want to. So this lets us go into a Rage and Caesar. But the thing is they will be able to just link away with any Cyber Dragon. But at the time we didn't know they were playing Cyber Dragon here. So I guess it's really hard. We're going to be seeing the Disaster Dog go into the Rage with the Nib here, and then we can just synchro XYZ into the DDD monster here, which is pretty nice. Having the board set up is pretty great there. Reason why I like Disaster Dog, but you could absolutely just play it differently there. We could have seen them summon and then just pop and go into a Shyama. Then we could have seen them link up into the Disaster Dog effect. I guess not link up into Rage, then Shyama pop Rage, add back. Lots of stuff we could have done there. The token would be gone. But we could have linked away the Rage. We could have linked away the Shyama as well as the token for the Rage. And then Rage, pop the token. Shyama pop the token. Pop the Rage. Add back the copy here of Shawarma. Then we have Escape set up, so we wouldn't have the Rage. But we would be able to activate. Yeah, there's lots of lines we could have played if we didn't play the Disaster Dog. But we're going to be seeing them normal summon out a core, and then we're going to be chaining the effective escape, popping it, so then Rage will be able to activate here, adding us back a copy here of most likely the Sarama. But that's fine, so we could have done this exact thing. We could have done escape, pop the Rage, add back again, Yama being chained there, summoning out. So that was definitely a misplay on our part. We would have been really hurt by like a DD Crow there, but we're going to be seeing them activate the effect here of Clockwork Knight and then banishing the core. And then we're going to be just negating with Caesar here. And then we're going to be able to activate the effect of Serrara here, which is going to let us set a trap from the deck. Which brings me to the attention that we need a card that stops setting from the deck. It's like the new mechanic of the game here. We're no longer adding from the deck. We're directly setting or summoning from the deck, which is pretty crazy. But if we can stop setting from the deck, maybe the next Ghost Girl here, but it's becoming problematic. Like, we have Purely who's doing it, we have Unchained that's doing it, we have a Thrust that does it itself, a generic card that just does it. We have Rescue Ace. Imagine having a card that can just set from deck, and you have like an Ash or like Ash for that, and just hitting that with Turbulence, being absolutely incredible there, stopping that right in its tracks, not needing to even use an Imperm on it. But the thing is, would it be a main deck card this format? I don't really know. It'd definitely be a side deck card though. But would it make the best decks, not be as good? But like even Labyrinth, sits from the deck all day. So we have like Lab, Unchained, Rescue Ace, Purely, some of the craziest decks that are doing it. Just absolutely incredible, to be honest. That we haven't had one of those. I think that we're definitely going to be seeing it coming very soon here. We're going to be seeing us go battle phase here and just be able to attack for game with that huge nib token there. So taking game 1 with the Unchained plays. To be honest, Cyber Dragon is cool. I just don't think it has what it takes anymore. I think that they need some new support, but it still is able to take wins. I think it topped a remote duel regionals. If you're playing some going second cards, you can absolutely get lucky. Lightning Storm, just being able to destroy everything and then summoning out a Cyber Dragon and going into it. But we even see in his side deck here, we see Enemy Controller. Enemy Controller is very good. Being able to go first. If you summon out your stuff there, if you have your core and then core goes into whatever it's called, Machine Dupe, summon out 2, go into Infinity. That's a negate with core in the field as well. Be able to steal some stuff. There's definitely games it can take, and it can 100% top some events. Definitely playable at a local level here, which is what this is. But I definitely think it is struggling. It's showing its age, unfortunately. But that's all right. People are allowed to play the decks that they really want to play. It's fine to let people be able to play what they want. I have some very fond cards of cardboard that I really love myself. Branded not being the best deck, unfortunately, anymore, but still being able to take some wins, especially with that Gimmick Puppet, which is extremely gimmicky. And there might actually be a Cyber Dragon build that gives people Ibly as well. I think I saw that, but I'm not too sure. I know there's Seeger is a Link 2, so you could just normal summon. There is it is in the level 2, I think. But yeah, they can go into level 2, and then they can just go into a gigantic Machine Dupe. I guess it's a multiple card combo. Give you some out Nibbly, link away. Give your opponent the Ibly there. But we're going to see them going first here. We have the Shifter here, which is a crazy card going second, being able to blow out so many decks. But, it's good against this deck because they definitely have some graveyard effects. You're not going to be able to stop a bunch of stuff. They're going to activate the Clockwork Knight, which is huge against us. It's essentially a zombie world. It does make all our stuff fiends, so it is hard to beat. They're going to set one and pass here, which is kind of unfortunate. Good fortunate for us because of the fact that they, Shifter is able to play. But will we be able to end up beating this, though? That Clockwork Knight is quite problematic. We're going to see a Abomination's Prison going to be activating here. We're going to be able to search the deck for an escape. Having a card that searches the whole deck as well as being also a trap if you open double it is kind of crazy. We're going to see the Arua activate the effect, popping the trap, summoning itself out. We also have Abomination Prison in hand, so I really wonder why we set the Escape when we could have set that instead. Then we're going to summon out the Abomination here. Then we can activate the Abomination effect, discard the bomb. Discarding an Imperm? What the heck are we doing? To pop the Clockwork Knight, which is important. You know, now they are fiends, so we will be able to go into Yama if we do so wish, but we probably should go into damage to deal some. I don't think there's a possible way to get game unless we have like a normal summon of a tour guide, but normal summoning Arua is quite good here. You know, this is 6,000 damage right here. Which we are going to be doing. But we could have just searched for like... Yeah, so there was definitely a misplay there. What we could have done is we could have activated the Abomination Prison, search for Shawarma, set the other Abomination, activate Arua, pop, summon out the Abom the Scared Imperm, blow up, and then we could have gone Shawarma, activate the effect, blow up the Arua, summon itself out, activate the effect, summon out Shayama, and then that would be right there, 7,000 damage on field. But we're going to be going for this instead here, setting a card, then we're going to activate the effect of Shawarma, or they're going to read it, I guess. We're going to see them activate a Clockwork Knight once again here, turning everything into machines. Then they're summoning out a Cyber Dragon here. They're going to be using all three of it to go into a copy of Chimera Tech, which is a pretty nice card, to be honest. They're going to activate the effect here before they enter the battle phase, which can let us pop in the Abomination's Prison, and then it's going to summon out here. But this is what I mean. We could have had the additional copy of Escape there, so we could have either popped with the Yama, or we could have popped the Abomination there, so it would reborn. Here we're most likely to be summoning out, Disaster Dog, so when it does die, it can reborn from the grave. We are on 0 cards, though. But luckily for us, once Shavara hits the grave, we'll be able to set a trap. And then Disaster Dog will be able to summon out a Yama. And then we'll be able to search, which is pretty nice. I like searching. Then Yama effect will let us search here. We can search for a copy of the Arua, I suppose, because that will let us pop the trap. But we could have also searched for Sharama for the normal summon. But if we draw Tour Guide, we're cooking. Then we're going to see them activate the effect of Duality here, which will let them tag out into a copy of Rampage, I believe. Or the Twin. Twin is also another good option here. Going to attack into the Yama, definitely not the best option there. Because now, once the Servara dies, we'll be able to bring back we'll be able to bring it back with the Yama being banished. We can just bring back out the Abomination or a Disaster Dog, and then if they can't out Disaster Dog, I don't think they can, to be honest. We can just link away with their stuff, which is so free. Then we're going to see them attack, and then we can activate the effect of Shawarma, as well as the Yama. We're not activating the effect of... Okay. That's fine, though. We can set that. The Chamber. Chamber can bring back out the Yama if needed. Then we're going to see Duality going to be putting back to the bottom of the deck, as well as the to draw card. The extra deck. Pretty nice, to be honest. They do draw into Cyber Dragon, but that's what I mean. That's like, kind of like a brick going, like, what are you going to be able to do with this? They're going to pass turn to us, and what do we see here? We're going to see Arua pop the trap. Then we can summon itself out. Then we're going to activate the trap effect here. We can also banish the Yama. That is 100% summoning out the Disaster Dog, yeah. Then we can summon out Shima here, which can pop the Clockwork Knight in the back row by also just popping the Arua, getting out the trap. Then we're going to see those two go into the copy here. Yeah, the first Clockwork Knight should be banished, but we are Fiend locked, so we can't go into a copy of SP, but we could go into a Rage here, which is going to be alright. It can let us add back. They are down 6,000 here, so they're down to 300 or 200 or 2,000, I should say. Shyama's going to be popping there, popping the other card, and that's going to let us summon out a copy of the Sarama. I don't think we're too worried about the Clockwork Knight if we can just make sure that we can get game here. Setting the chamber. Popping the Rage. Rage effect will let us add back an Abomination. What's the last card here? I mean, if we go battle phase, we just win. Muckracker, that's fair. Muck effect, discard. Discarding Shifter. Okay, summoning out Disaster Dog. And then we can just go Shyama effect, pop Disaster Dog, summoning out itself. We're going to go battle phase, attack. What was the point of that? We could have had game. We would have had game. Oh no, what are we doing? Why are we prolonging this? Oh, it has to pop a Fiend, and it can't pop a Fiend because there are machines onto the field, so we just threw. Wow. Yeah, we can't even do that because it's a Fiend. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, it could have popped the background. We could have just gotten game regardless. The chamber wouldn't have summoned because it was already set, or it was already activated this turn for destruction effect in the graveyard. But that would have been game. But he's down to 1,000 life points with a Cyber Dragon in the hand. We can also summon out the chamber there if we wanted to. We're going to see, or we can activate the summon out the Rage. We're going to summon out the Cyber Dragon here, using both those to go into a Mecha Fleet once again. Activate Cyber Emergency. Going into core. So interestingly enough, core actually, the machine dupe is such a conflicting card because of the fact that if you normal summon a core right now at least, it doesn't have 1,000. I mean, it doesn't have 500 anymore. It has 1,000. So we're seeing summon out core, activate the core's effect. And let's let them search for Rev's system. We are still chilling a bit. We're going to see them activate machine duplication here, but it has 1,000. So they can't even activate it here, which is so unfortunate for them. But we now know the last card in hand here. So we should be able to clean house. You'll see them activates to Reborn out here. Reborning out the Cyber Dragon. And then we have to think here. We can go for Rage. Rage go into SP. SP ended up taking... SP is huge. Here. We're going to be seeing Chamber. Chamber's going to be summoning out here. The Rage. Rage effect can just link away with the Chimera Tech. Going into SP... You have to go into SP, right? Yeah. SP banish the Cyber Dragon. And then they essentially just have this link or sync. Yeah, no. It's essentially a link, but it's just called a fusion. They're going to fusion into the copy of Mega Fleet here, and I believe attack us for 24. So we're down to 38. And we essentially have to draw a playable card here. I mean, we can just set, activate Shyama, pop, right? We just pass. We don't draw a playable card. Oh, no. Down to 1,000, and we could have just won. They're going to go battle phase. They don't draw a playable card themselves and then take the 24. So now we're down to a good solid 18 here. We have to have something. Or we could just always go into game 3, I guess. As long as we should have a card to set. Like, if we have a card to set, we essentially win the game. Because we have Abomination in hand here. So we do have a card to set. And we have Shavara. Shavara is going to pop Abomination Prison here. And then we can activate the effect as well. Summon out the Abom. And this is 100% just game. Any monster will do here. We could go into multiple things here. We could go into a copy here of... First, go into Yama, of course, and then go into the copy of Anguish. Or just go into Typhon. Typhon bounce. Yeah. And then attack for game. Yeah, that'll do it as well here. So we end up taking the win there. That was some scuffed gaming. Typhon being a crazy card. They did touch the extra deck twice, which is nice for us. Going into that Chimera Tech. Or did they even go into that last turn? I don't believe so. I think that was an attack. Yeah, we couldn't have done that, so we should have gone into Yama. Yama go into, or Yama add back, doesn't matter. Yama add back. Shavara or Sarama from the graveyard. Then we go to Anguish, and then Anguish link away to go into the copy here of the Abomination. Then we just end up winning from there. So yeah, we definitely could have not done Typhon there. We had the game regardless. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Wanted to show off some different decks, some rogue strategies. People are playing a bunch of stuff. Like we are seeing Heralds in the deck. We are seeing DD Crows. Those hand traps are an option there, which is very nice. But D-Shifter unfortunately just shuts down that deck so hard. But it's cool to see that Cyber Dragons are still able to play and essentially link away with their opponent's stuff with the contact fusions. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I want to see some more content like this. And don't forget to stay safe. Peace.